What's up, everyone? It's Flex coming to you on this beautiful sunny Saturday morning from my patio, and I wanted to make a follow-up video to the post I made yesterday about a conversation I had with a young lady who had to accompany her father to a doctor's appointment because he has been here for 9 years and he doesn't speak a word of English. I said, I think that's a problem. People called me out, called me a racist. Of course, that's the fallback position for the left. When they disagree with something you say, automatically you're a racist. It's not racist to state truth. And the truth is that if you have a high proportion of people coming to this country that don't speak our language, they're not going to be able to fit in. They're not going to be functioning members of society. They're not going to be able to get jobs, just like this person. Everybody said, well, not everybody. A lot of people said, well, how does this affect you? Well, that one person doesn't affect me. But when you multiply that out across society, and you've got a huge number of people living in our society that don't speak either one of our official languages, and they can't get jobs, as this person doesn't have a job, and they can't communicate, and they become a burden. It's not nice to say, but it's a fact, and it's not racist to say it. It's a fact. They're a burden. They can't get jobs and they can't function in society. So our government has a set of criteria for bringing in immigrants, and one of those criteria, one of the top three, is the ability to speak one of our two official languages, and they're ignoring their own criteria when they're bringing these people in. The top three criteria are work experience, education, and the ability to speak one of our two official languages. And we are constantly being told that the reason that we need this unprecedented high immigration in this country is to fill jobs, to grow our economy, and it just doesn't make sense to bring in people that aren't going to be able to fulfill that fundamental reason for bringing all these people in. It doesn't make sense. If you're saying that the reason we need to bring these people in is to grow our economy and contribute meaningfully in the workforce, and they can't do that because they can't speak English, then what are we even doing? You know, even Keir Starmer, who is about as progressive as you can get, him and Trudeau and Macron are just, three peas in a pod. And even he has said recently that it doesn't make sense to bring people into the UK that don't speak English because it's self-defeating. And we're doing the same thing in Canada. It's self-destructive to do what we're doing, and it's not racist to call that out because it is. And now the government is talking about having a special program for people that are already here to bring in their elderly parents and grandparents from their home countries. I can't think of a more ludicrous policy to have. Our overburdened healthcare system is already at the brink of collapse, and they want to bring in an elderly population to further strain that. Doesn't make any sense whatsoever. So anyways, at the risk of repeating myself, it is not racist to call out bad policy. The Liberal Party is rampant with bad policies, and they need to completely overhaul the immigration policy and stick to their own guidelines. They have guidelines, they need to stick to them. That's it. That's my thoughts on this Saturday morning. As always, peace.